hidden beneath the soil. These humble spuds are about to embark on an incredible journey, one that takes them from the farm to a modern factory, where they will be transformed into one of the world's most beloved snacks. French fries. They were born in Belgium, where locals have been frying up potatoes since at least the 1600s. However, it was the Americans who turned French fries into a global phenomenon. Today, the United States is the biggest producer of French fries, churning out a staggering 8.6 million tons of frozen French fries every year. That's a whole lot of potatoes. In this video, we'll take you behind the scenes of a state-of-the-art French fry production facility where high-tech machines work in Ever wondered what happens to a potato once it reaches the factory? Buckle up, because we're about to take a deep-fried journey through the production process. Before potatoes can become fries, they need a good scrub. Freshly harvested potatoes arrive at the factory covered in dirt because, well, they grow underground. They go through a powerful washing system where jets of water blast away soil and debris.
Irse en el combustible y material familiar.
Next up, steam peeling. Imagine getting a facial, but way more intense. The potatoes are exposed to high-pressure steam, which loosens their skins. Then, a set of mechanical rollers gently rub off the peels, leaving behind smooth, clean potatoes ready for the next step. Now it's time for the real transformation. The peeled potatoes are sent through high-speed cutting machines equipped with razor-sharp blades. These machines can slice thousands of potatoes per hour, ensuring they all have that signature French fry shape. Depending on the brand and style, the fries can be thin, thick, crinkle-cut, or even curly.
Bajo el océano, miles de metros por debajo de la superficie, existe un tipo de líquido incoloro dorado que no brilla, pero que posee.
They go through a drying tunnel to remove surface moisture.
Crucial para
Now, for the most crucial step, frying. The fries take a plunge into hot oil for just a few seconds, enough to partially cook them and give them a slight crunch.
¿Encontraste este viaje interesante? No olvides
But they're not ready to eat just yet. Immediately after frying, they're flash frozen at super low temperatures. This locks in their texture and flavor, ensuring they remain crispy when finally cooked to perfection at your favorite fast food joint.
Existe un tipo de líquido.
Once frozen, the fries are sorted, inspected, because nobody wants a weird-looking fry, and packaged into those familiar bags you see in grocery stores and restaurants. From there, they're shipped out, ready to fulfill their destiny, making people happy. While French fries are the star of the potato world, let's not forget their crunchy cousin, potato chips. The process is slightly different, but just as fascinating. Potato chips start with selecting the best potatoes, typically ones with high starch content and low sugar levels, ensuring a perfect texture when fried. Once the potatoes arrive at the factory, they go through an intense washing process, similar to their French fry-bound counterparts. After washing, the potatoes are peeled using mechanical steam peelers or abrasion methods, making sure the skin is completely removed to avoid any texture inconsistencies in the final product. The peeled potatoes are then sent to high-speed slicers equipped with razor-sharp, rotating blades, which cut them into thin, uniform slices. The thickness of these slices varies depending on the type of chip being produced. Classic, kettle-cooked, or ridged chips each have their own slicing specifications. Some factories choose to blanch the slices briefly to remove excess starch, which helps maintain an even golden color and improves the overall texture of the chips. Once sliced, the potato pieces are fried in hot oil. The frying process is carefully monitored to ensure that the chips achieve the perfect crispiness and golden color. The amount of time spent in the fryer varies depending on the type of chip, but most chips cook in under 3 minutes. During frying, excess moisture is removed, leaving behind the delightful crunch that snack lovers crave. After frying, the chips are transferred to a cooling system before they reach the seasoning station. Here, they are coated with everything from classic salt to exciting flavors like barbecue, sour cream, and onion, or even exotic flavors like truffle or jalapeno cheddar. Seasoning is applied using rotating drums that ensure every chip gets an even coating of deliciousness. Finally, the chips are sorted for quality control, ensuring no burnt or oddly shaped chips make it into the bags. They are then packaged into airtight bags, designed to keep them fresh and crispy until they reach consumers. Now, let's rewind a bit. Before potatoes can become fries or chips, they have to be harvested. Picture this: vast fields filled with rows upon rows of potatoes, hidden beneath the soil, waiting for their big moment. When harvest season arrives, farmers bring in the big guns, massive high-tech harvesting machines that make the process look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. These machines move through the fields, scooping up potatoes along with dirt, leaves, and anything else in their path. They use conveyor belts and sorting mechanisms to separate the spuds from the soil, gently collecting them in large storage compartments. Modern harvesters can process acres of potatoes in mere hours, ensuring a speedy and efficient collection process. Once harvested, the potatoes are transported to massive storage facilities where they are kept in temperature-controlled environments to maintain freshness. From there, they're sorted based on size and quality before heading to the factory for their crispy future. Not all potatoes are destined for the fryer. Some go straight to market as fresh produce. For these lucky spuds, the process is a little different. It begins with washing, where powerful water jets and rotating brushes remove dirt, debris, and any remaining soil from the potatoes. This step is crucial in maintaining hygiene and preparing them for further handling. Next comes sorting, where advanced optical and mechanical sorting machines inspect each potato for size, shape, and quality. High-tech cameras and sensors detect any defects, bruises, or irregularities, ensuring that only the best potatoes make the cut. Potatoes that don't meet the standard might be redirected for use in other products like mashed potatoes or animal feed, minimizing waste. Finally, the selected potatoes move on to packaging. Depending on their final destination, they may be packed into large sacks for food service, smaller mesh bags for supermarkets, or vacuum sealed for extended freshness. Throughout the process, temperature-controlled storage areas ensure the potatoes remain fresh and firm until they reach stores or restaurants. Thanks to this careful handling, consumers can enjoy high-quality potatoes, whether they're baking,
Bajo el océano,
boiling,
miles
or
de metros
frying
por
them
debajo de
into
la
crispy
superficie,
perfection.
existe un tipo...
Now, let's explore the story of another factory.
What's the dream of millions of baby chicks? To become a crispy, golden fried chicken piece sitting proudly on a plate, and when someone takes a bite, sheesh, that's bussin'. But those millions of crispy dreams became reality thanks to one man's dream. Back in the 1930s, Colonel Harlan Sanders created his legendary recipe using 11 secret herbs and spices. At the time, no one could have predicted that these crispy fried chicken pieces would go on to change the global fast food industry forever.
Never even touch it, huh? Wow, that's pretty cool. And then you're going to put it right up here on the dry rub. Okay, so can I give it to these guys here? Thank you. Happy birthday, Kamala. Happy birthday. See you later.
From a small roadside diner to a fast food empire with over 27,000 locations worldwide, KFC has even surpassed McDonald's in the fried chicken game to become the undisputed king of crispy goodness. Every year, over 1 billion chickens end up in KFC meals. If they knew this staggering number, they'd probably be planning their great escape to Mars. An incredible journey, an unstoppable fried chicken empire. It all started with a secret recipe in the kitchen of a man who simply loved to cook. Every crispy, golden bite of fried chicken you enjoy starts at modern poultry farms, where advanced technology works hand in hand with skilled farmers to ensure the highest quality ingredients. Gone are the days of chaotic chicken chasing on farms, thanks to automated poultry catching systems, which can process 8,000 to 10,000 chickens per hour, optimizing efficiency without relying on manual labor. When the time is right, specialized machines gently enter the barns, using flexible arms and rotating brushes to guide the chickens onto a dedicated conveyor belt. This ensures a quick and stress-free process. Each chicken is carefully placed into transport crates designed to protect their health and well-being. The automated conveyor system adjusts in real time, providing enough space to minimize stress before the chickens are transported to the processing plant. Pretty impressive, right? As the fully loaded trucks roll into the processing plant, the doors to a highly controlled and efficient production system open. To reduce stress and enhance meat quality, chickens are given a resting period of 1 to 2 hours before further processing begins. After resting, chickens are placed onto an automated rail system that securely holds them in place. Here, they undergo a controlled stunning process using either low-voltage electrical currents or gas anesthesia. This ensures a calm and humane transition to the next step. Next, chickens move through an automated processing area, completing the step in just a few seconds to maintain meat quality. They are then immersed in a hot water bath at 50 to 60 degrees Celsius for 45 to 60 seconds, which loosens the feathers for easy removal. Immediately after scalding, chickens pass through an automated feather removal system, equipped with rotating rubber fingers, which pluck the feathers evenly and efficiently, without damaging the skin. Once ready, the chicken along the automated processing line to the leg cutting section. Here, precision cutting blades can process 10,000 chicken legs per hour, ensuring uniform sizing. Organs swiftly and hygienically. This method maintains food safety while preserving the integrity of the chicken carcass. The extracted organs are then transferred to a specialized processing system for further handling. After the chickens have been eviscerated, they are passed through an optical scanner to detect any defects or abnormalities on the carcass. Any chickens that don't meet the quality standards are automatically removed from the production line to ensure the final product meets high-quality standards. Next, the uropygial gland, tail gland, is precisely removed using an automated cutting system. Chickens then pass through a quality inspection chamber, where advanced sensors and trained inspectors verify that each bird meets strict food safety standards. Next, chickens enter the wing cutting section, where an automated blade system processes up to 20,000 chicken wings per hour with perfect precision. The wings are then sorted by size and purpose. Some are sold whole, while others are sent for further processing into ready-to-eat products. Once the wings are removed, the chicken body moves forward on the specialized cutting system, where each part is separated with extreme precision. First, the chickens pass through a high-speed stainless steel blade system, capable of processing 12,000 chickens per hour. This evenly splits each chicken in half without compromising meat texture. The breast meat is carefully separated using an automated filleting system, ensuring that each piece remains intact, tender and juicy, ready for cooking or packaging. Meanwhile, chicken thighs are sent to a separate section, where automated cutting blades process up to 15,000 thighs per hour, ensuring consistent sizing and clean cuts. Moving forward, the chicken pieces enter the processing line, getting ready to become the world-famous crispy, flavorful KFC fried chicken. On an automated conveyor belt, each piece moves through the first dry battering station. Precision-engineered robotic arms evenly sprinkle a fine layer of dry flour over the chicken, ensuring it adheres firmly to the surface. The system is programmed to achieve uniform coverage, creating the perfect crispy coating that fans love. Next, the chicken pieces proceed to an automatic wet battering station, where they are evenly coated in a liquid batter. This step enhances moisture retention and helps the next layer of dry coating stick more effectively. Finally, the chicken receives a second and final layer of dry flour. Thanks to the previous wet batter, this last coating adheres perfectly, setting the stage for that signature golden, crispy texture after frying. Once fully coated, the chicken pieces are placed into an industrial fryer, cooking at 177 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. This ensures a crispy, golden brown exterior while keeping the inside tender and juicy. KFC takes it a step further with another irresistible option: chicken nuggets. These delicious bites are made from finely ground chicken, blended with KFC's signature seasonings to create a rich, flavorful taste. Next, the nuggets move through an automated dry battering station. Then, they pass through the wet battering system, where a special coating is applied to enhance adhesion and maintain their shape during frying, resulting in a perfectly crispy, golden crust. Depending on the product type, some nuggets are further coated in panko breadcrumbs, adding extra crispiness and a satisfying crunch. After that, they are fried at approximately 170 to 180 degrees Celsius for 2 to 3 minutes, ensuring a crispy outer layer while keeping the inside juicy and flavorful. Finally, the freshly fried nuggets are sealed in protective packaging, then neatly packed into specialized cartons, ready to be shipped to KFC locations around the world. Let's go back to the happy farms where baby chicks are brought into the world and raised with expert care and cutting-edge technology. In large-scale farms supplying the food industry, artificial insemination is the preferred method for ensuring breed quality, improving fertilization rates, and minimizing the risks of natural mating. The process begins with collecting semen from roosters. Farmers use specialized tools to gently stimulate the reproductive glands and extract semen into a small funnel. The semen is then tested for quality before being carefully injected into hens using a special syringe, ensuring the highest fertilization success rate. Around 10 days after fertilization, the hens begin laying smooth, round eggs. In modern poultry farms, automated egg collection systems optimize production, reduce labor costs, and maintain egg quality. As soon as a hen lays an egg, it gently rolls onto a specialized conveyor belt, which transports it to the sorting and inspection system. Thanks to advanced technology, a single farm can collect up to 300,000 eggs per day, minimizing waste and upholding the highest sanitation standards. But the journey of these eggs doesn't stop here. Each egg is placed in a high-tech incubator designed to create the perfect conditions for strong, healthy chicks to hatch. Inside these incubators, the eggs are kept at an optimal temperature of 37.5 to 38 degrees Celsius, with humidity levels between 50 to 60%. The system automatically rotates the eggs every 2 to 4 hours to ensure even development of the embryos. After 21 days, tiny baby chicks break free from their shells, unknowingly carrying the same dream as the legendary Colonel Sanders, to one day become delicious, golden brown fried chicken, beloved by KFC fans worldwide.
In the fast food kingdom, the hamburger reigns supreme, wearing a crown of rich, melted cheese and ruling over the entire fast food empire. In the United States alone, the birthplace of the ultimate meaty burger, more than 50 billion burgers are consumed annually, making this dish an irreplaceable culinary icon. On the fast food battlefield, giants like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's dominate the global market. McDonald's alone serves nearly 70 million customers every day, and every single second, they churn out approximately 75 hamburgers for hungry customers worldwide. But to keep the hamburger empire running, high-quality ingredients and top-notch recipes aren't enough. Behind the scenes, an army of industrial machines ensures that every bun, patty, and drop of sauce is made with absolute precision. The process of making hamburgers in a factory is like a technological masterpiece, where every step is meticulously designed to create the perfect, mouth-watering burger. Everything begins with basic ingredients like flour, yeast, water, sugar, salt, butter, and eggs, which are fed into a giant industrial mixing machine. This advanced machine is equipped with dual spiral kneading blades that ensure the ingredients are evenly mixed, creating a well-balanced dough. It's like having a master chef adjusting every knead to craft a perfectly textured dough. Initially, the mixer runs at a low speed, allowing the flour to absorb water gradually, activating the yeast and developing gluten. As the gluten strengthens, the dough becomes more elastic and smooth. The kneading speed then increases to achieve a consistent texture, ensuring that the final buns are soft and fluffy, not too dense or too dry. After mixing, the dough is transferred to large trays and moved into a temperature-controlled proofing chamber. The system maintains a temperature of 30 to 35 degrees Celsius and a humidity level of 70%, creating the ideal environment for yeast activation. Once the dough has risen to the desired level, it moves to an automated dough cutting system. This machine precisely divides the large dough mass into smaller, equal portions, ensuring uniform bun sizes. The dough pieces are then passed through a shaping machine, where rolling drums and gentle pressure mold them into perfectly round buns. If the buns require toppings like sesame seeds or grains, an automated spraying system evenly sprinkles them onto each bun. Finally, the shaped dough is transferred to the baking conveyor, ready for the final stage. The dough balls are then sent into an industrial conveyor oven, using convection heat technology to bake at a controlled temperature of 200 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes. Once baked to golden perfection, the buns pass through a cooling system with strong air circulation, ensuring they remain crispy on the outside, yet soft inside. After cooling, automated laser-guided slicing machines cut the buns into 2 equal halves. The sliced buns continue along the conveyor belt, heading to the assembly line. A hamburger wouldn't be complete without its juicy beef patty. The patty production process starts with a careful selection of meat cuts to ensure quality. Large slabs of meat are sliced into smaller portions and placed onto a conveyor system, which feeds them into an industrial meat grinder. This high-powered machine grinds the meat into a fine, consistent texture. Next, the ground meat is moved to a seasoning mixer, where spinning paddles thoroughly blend it with ingredients like salt, pepper, garlic powder, and other secret spices. This step ensures heat. Equipped with weight sensors, the machine ensures that each patty meets strict size requirements, guaranteeing a consistent product before moving on to the next step. Patties are immediately transferred to a blast-chilling freezing system, where freezing air at -35°C to -40°C rapidly lowers the temperature. This process locks in moisture, preserves texture, and prevents bacterial growth. Once cooled, the patties are stored at 18°C to maintain freshness before packaging or final assembly. With the buns and patties ready, they can either be packaged separately and sent to fast food restaurants or assembled into full burgers in the factory. At fast food chains, burgers are heated up and served fresh when ordered. They are often paired with fries, soft drinks, or salads, creating a complete and satisfying meal. For premium burgers, bacon, pickles, or specialty sauces might be added for extra flavor.
Before the golden wheat transforms into pizza and spaghetti, let's explore the impressive harvest scene across the vast fields of the U.S. Under the bright summer sun, the expansive wheat fields stretch endlessly, their golden hue signaling that a bountiful harvest is near. As combine harvesters begin to roll across the fields, a rhythmic and lively scene unfolds. Moving steadily on giant tracks or wheels, the harvesters glide over the sea of ripe wheat like ships cutting through golden waves. Their sharp cutting blades slice through the heavy stalks, cutting them close to the ground to maximize yield. The wheat is immediately pulled into the threshing system inside the machine, where powerful rotating drums thresh and separate the grain from the husk. Once threshing is complete, a smart screening system ensures that the cleanest and highest quality wheat grains are separated from any impurities. These grains are then conveyed by a belt into a large container running parallel to the harvester, flowing smoothly like a well-coordinated team. Ready for transport, the wheat heads towards storage or processing mills. Modern combine harvesters can collect over 200,000 pounds of wheat per hour, thanks to advancements in agricultural technology. This efficiency has helped the U.S. lead the world in wheat production. This seamless integration of technology and nature shows just how far agriculture has come, blending innovation with the beauty of the golden fields under the summer sun. After the harvest, the wheat is ready for the next phase at state-of-the-art processing mills, ensuring a high-quality product to meet global food demands. Without making you wait, let's dive into the magical process that transforms wheat from sunlit fields into top-quality spaghetti and delicious pizza. First, as soon as the wheat leaves the field, it's transported by specialized trucks to large storage centers, where it's unloaded into silo towers that rise dozens of feet high, with a capacity of up to 60 million pounds. These silo towers not only protect the wheat from mold and insects, but are also equipped with automated temperature and humidity control systems, ensuring the wheat maintains its optimal quality, ready for the next stage. In pasta production factories, durum wheat is selected as the main ingredient to create the firm and delicious pasta strands we commonly see. First, when the wheat is fed into the roller mills, the milling process begins with the goal of removing the outer husk and extracting the endosperm to produce semolina. Initially, the large roller mills press and break the outer husk without damaging the inner core, preserving the integrity of the endosperm. Next, the wheat passes through a sifter, which completely removes the husk, leaving only the pure endosperm. The endosperm is then transferred to smaller roller mills for further grinding, breaking it down into coarse semolina granules, which are larger than regular flour particles. After grinding, the semolina is sieved through a vibrating sifter, plan sifter, to classify the granules by size, ensuring consistency in the final product. And break apart these clumps. The dough is then transferred on a conveyor belt into centrifugal sifters, where a filtering mesh removes any remaining large clumps. The resulting flour has a golden hue and a coarser texture than regular wheat flour, but it's rich in protein and gluten. This is what gives pasta its ideal chewiness and perfect texture when cooked. To ensure the highest quality, the semolina flour is sifted multiple times to classify grains of uniform size, ready for the next stage of pasta production. Once the dough has been mixed, it is fed into an extruder, an essential piece of equipment in pasta production lines. And here is the result of the modern spaghetti shaping process, where over 3 million strands of pasta are produced every minute, perfectly uniform in size and glowing with a golden hue, flowing down the conveyor like silky ribbons. After shaping, the pasta undergoes a crucial stage. This stage not only ensures the pasta can be stored for a long time, but also determines its chewiness, texture, and ability to retain flavor. Once dried, the pasta goes through another important step: cooling. The pasta still retains high heat after exiting the drying chamber, so the cooling process helps stabilize the temperature, stop the drying process, and reduce unwanted shrinkage, preserving the quality and shape of the pasta. The pasta is cooled in a spacious area with fans and air conditioning systems ensuring even cooling and preventing deformation of the product. Finally, When the pasta meets quality standards, it is transferred to a fully automated packaging system. Here, each pasta package is sealed into its packaging, and sharp blades efficiently cut the packs apart, ensuring they don't stick together. This entire process ensures that wheat is carefully transformed into high-quality pasta with precision and efficiency. From storage in massive silo towers to cleaning, grinding, mixing, shaping, drying, and cooling, every stage is meticulously controlled to maintain the perfect texture, color, and durability of the pasta. Thanks to advanced automation, billions of strands of spaghetti and countless other pasta shapes are produced daily, ensuring that every bite delivers the ideal chewiness and ability to absorb flavors. And there's one more process that I think will amaze and excite you: the production of macaroni. Let's dive into this fascinating world together. And now, the macaroni moves into the packaging process, operating at an impressive capacity of over 10,000 pounds per hour, ensuring it is sealed, packed, and ready to reach consumers. My friends, keep that excitement alive as we step into the next amazing process, the making of delicious pizza. The next stop for the wheat grains is the pizza production plant, where they are transformed into an essential part of delicious pizzas with a crispy crust and irresistible flavor. Flour, water, yeast, and olive oil are blended together in large mixing tanks to form a smooth dough. Robotic arms gently knead the dough to the ideal texture before moving it to the rolling system. The dough gradually spreads into evenly shaped sheets, which are then cut into perfect round pizza crusts, each with precise dimensions. Each crust continues its journey on the conveyor belt, ready for the next steps in the process. The conveyor belt gently carries each crust through the tomato sauce spraying system, where nozzles are precisely programmed to evenly spread the vibrant red sauce, bringing out its signature sweet and tangy flavor. Once the toppings are complete, some factories immediately send the pizzas into a deep freezing system to lock in freshness and make storage easy before they reach consumers. These pizzas only need a few minutes in a home oven to be ready to enjoy, offering both convenience and the delicious taste of fresh-baked pizza. In some pre-baked pizza production facilities, the journey takes a different turn. After being topped, the pizzas are not frozen, but go directly into industrial ovens, heated between 507 degrees Fahrenheit and 850 degrees Fahrenheit. As the pizza slides through the conveyor belt in the oven, the crust slowly turns golden brown, and the cheese melts, blending with the delicious toppings. And now, get ready to be amazed as we explore another incredible factory that will leave you in awe. you know that in the US alone, 97% of households have at least one bottle of ketchup in their kitchen? Heinz, the giant of the ketchup world, ships out up to 650 million bottles annually, making the United States the largest ketchup producer in the world. All thanks to a secret recipe we'll uncover in this video. Is there a food you just can't enjoy without a splash of ketchup? Drop a comment below. We're betting burgers and fries might have something to say. Every August, tomato fields enter their busiest harvest season of the year. Harvesting tomatoes is surprisingly similar to picking perfectly ripe grapes. It must be done gently, but with great precision. As the machine rolls in, its front conveyor system slowly lowers, carefully sliding under the dense tomato vines. The ripe, red tomatoes are gently lifted to avoid any bruising or damage. Then the shaker system kicks in, creating steady vibrations just strong enough to detach the tomatoes from their stems without compromising their quality. At the same time, the rear fan system roars to life. A powerful but controlled gust of air blows away leaves and small branches, leaving behind only the plump, ripe tomatoes. Any green or damaged fruits are automatically pushed off the conveyor and dropped into a rejection zone. The vibrant red tomatoes continue flowing smoothly down the main conveyor belt, forming a river of crimson color. One modern machine can harvest up to 15 tons of tomatoes per hour, making the entire process remarkably fast and efficient. Incredible, isn't it? The selected tomatoes roll toward the end of the conveyor belt, where a mechanical arm extends from the machine's side. A cascade of tomatoes pours into a waiting trailer. One by one, the trailers fill up with juicy red tomatoes, ready for the next leg of the journey. The factory. Once harvested, thousands of fully loaded trucks rumble toward the processing plant, carrying mountains of ripe red tomatoes. At the factory, the tomato-filled trailers are emptied into massive bubbling water tanks. After the initial soak, the tomatoes move onto a conveyor and pass through high-pressure water jets. These powerful sprays blast away any remaining dirt, ensuring each tomato is sparkling clean and ready for processing. With a processing capacity of up to 20 tons of tomatoes per hour, this step is both highly efficient and essential for maintaining product quality at the industrial scale needed for ketchup and tomato sauce production. The brilliant red tomatoes rush along the conveyor in steady waves, creating a living sea of red, ready to move into the next stage of transformation. Once washed, the tomatoes pass through an automatic sorting system. Color sensors and laser scanners detect and remove any bruised, rotten, or unripe tomatoes. Using either air jets or mechanical arms, the system pushes defective fruits off the conveyor. Meanwhile, factory workers provide a final inspection, ensuring that only perfectly red, ripe, and evenly sized tomatoes move on to the next phase. After being sorted, the tomatoes are sent into a steam blanching system at a temperature of approximately 85 to 90 degrees Celsius for nearly 1 minute. The hot steam softens the skin, making it easier to peel without losing the essential nutrients inside, while also preserving the fruit's natural color and flavor. Immediately afterward, the tomatoes are rapidly cooled with cold water to halt the ripening process and maintain their freshness. This cooling process also helps loosen the skin more effectively. Next, the tomatoes are transferred onto a conveyor belt equipped with specialized rollers that gently remove the skin without damaging the flesh, ensuring high quality for the subsequent processing stages. Once peeled, the tomatoes are sent into industrial grinders where they're transformed into a thick, smooth puree. Stainless steel blades spin at high speed, turning the fruit into a consistent, rich mixture. This puree then passes through a specialized filtering system that removes seeds, fibers, and pulp. What remains is a silky blend of tomato flesh and juice, the golden base for creating tomato sauce and ketchup. In the tomato sauce production process, the tomato pulp and juice extracted after grinding are transferred into large cooking tanks. The mixture is simmered at a temperature of 85 to 95 degrees Celsius for about 1 hour to deepen the flavor and evaporate excess moisture. Compared to ketchup, tomato sauce is cooked longer to preserve its natural texture and original taste. As the mixture begins to thicken, ingredients like olive oil, salt, sugar, minced garlic, and herbs are added to enhance the sauce's natural flavor profile. After going through the cooking, fine filtering, and seasoning adjustment process to achieve the perfect flavor, tomato sauce is immediately transferred to the sterile packaging area. Before coming into contact with the sauce, all glass bottles or tin cans must undergo a thorough cleaning process. Once the packaging is ready, the automatic filling system kicks into action. Thanks to smart dosing technology, each bottle or can is filled with a precisely measured amount of tomato sauce, ensuring consistency while preventing overfilling or shortage. After filling, the containers pass through a vacuum sealing machine. Removing all the air from the packaging helps prevent oxidation and limits the growth of microorganisms. Immediately afterward, the bottles or cans are sealed tightly using a heat press system or automatic capper. Even though the process so far has been rigorous, to guarantee absolute food safety, the sealed products are then sent to a high-temperature sterilization system. Finally, the delicious bottles of tomato sauce are neatly arranged and moved to cold storage rooms kept at temperatures between 4 to 10 degrees Celsius. Thanks to the cool and dry environment, the sauce can retain its full flavor, color, and quality for 6 to 12 months. Ready to serve, everything from home-cooked meals to large-scale commercial kitted helps retain the ketchup's fresh and tangy flavor. Heinz's legendary status is often credited to its perfectly balanced recipe, said to its 72 to 75% concentrated tomatoes, 12% distilled vinegar, 10% natural cane sugar, and other natural ingredients. This combination creates the signature sweet tangy taste and velvety texture that's hard to beat. Once the cooking is complete, the ketchup is sent through a high-pressure homogenizer to achieve a perfectly smooth and uniform texture. After rapid cooling, Heinz ketchup enters its final stage, packaging. Plastic bottles are the most commonly used packaging format for Heinz. An automated precision filling system dispenses the ketchup into each bottle with high accuracy, ensuring consistent volume and quality across every unit. Next, a screw cap or flip-top lid with a protective seal is applied and tightly secured to preserve freshness and prevent air from entering. The bottles are then labeled and printed with the production and expiration dates using an automated labeling system. Thanks to this meticulous and hygienic packaging process, Heinz has continued to deliver consistent quality and its signature flavor, unchanged for more than 150 years. Before we dive into how these golden seeds become rich, flavorful mustard, let's take a moment to appreciate the breathtaking beauty of the harvest and some surprising facts about mustard in the US. Although the United States is one of the world's top producers and consumers of mustard, it remains heavily reliant on Canada, importing a staggering 80 to 90% of the mustard used in its food processing industry. As autumn arrives, the golden fields come alive with the steady rhythm of massive combine harvesters, the steel beasts of modern agriculture, marking the start of the harvest season. These powerful machines roll steadily across the land, their sharp cutting blades slicing deep into the brittle mustard stalks. Row after row, the plants collapse and are swiftly drawn into the harvester's processing system. With the ability to process up to 20 acres of mustard per hour, a single combine can yield approximately 30,000 pounds of seeds, making the harvest both swift and highly efficient. As the stalks are drawn in, they pass through the threshing chamber, where powerful rotating mechanisms work at full capacity. Here, the relentless force of impact and friction separates the tiny mustard seeds from their protective outer husks. Freed from their shells, the seeds drop down into the sieving system below. Meanwhile, the crushed stalks are expelled from the rear of the machine, spreading evenly across the field. This natural mulch helps retain soil moisture and enrich the land, preparing it for the next growing season. The sorting system operates with high precision. Subtle vibrations help remove impurities, husk fragments, and dust, ensuring that only the plumpest, most lustrous mustard seeds remain. A modern combine harvester can hold up to 18,500 pounds of mustard seeds before needing to unload. Once the storage bin reaches its maximum capacity, sensors trigger the release mechanism. A long discharge pipe extends steadily, like the arm of a giant machine, aiming directly at a waiting truck parked at the edge of the field. Instantly, a steady stream of mustard seeds pours down, creating a distinct rustling sound as the tiny seeds collide with one another. The pile in the truck bed rises rapidly, releasing the rich, earthy aroma of fully ripened mustard. As the harvest process wraps up, the combine harvesters quietly move on to another section of the field, continuing their work. Meanwhile, the fully loaded trucks roll away from the farm, beginning their journey to processing plants. Before mustard seeds can be turned into a flavorful spice, they go through a thorough cleaning and screening process. At plants, the seeds are transported on conveyor belts, moving upward into a feed hopper connected to a vibrating separator. This ensures a steady flow before the sorting process begins. As the seeds pass through the vibrating separator, larger impurities like straw, small twigs, and stones are removed by a primary screening system. Next, they enter a multi-tiered sieving machine, where different mesh screens filter out undersized or broken seeds, keeping only those that meet quality standards. Once sorted by size, the seeds move through a gravity separator, where lighter impurities and hollow seeds are removed using powerful air currents. After this meticulous screening process, only the finest mustard seeds, uniform in size and purity, remain. These tiny golden gems glisten like precious treasures, ready for the next stage of processing, where they'll be transformed into premium mustard, rich in flavor and tradition. Next, after being cleaned, the mustard seeds are transferred to an industrial grinder, where stainless steel blades or rollers crush them into a uniform mixture. Then, the finely ground mustard powder is moved to the mixing stage. At this point, the powder is placed into large mixing tanks, where water, vinegar, salt, and other spices are added according to a predetermined formula. The mixing speed is carefully adjusted to ensure all ingredients blend evenly, creating a smooth, consistent mixture with a distinctive flavor. Beyond that, premium mustard undergoes a legendary crafting process, perfected over centuries of tradition and expertise. Once cleaned, the mustard seeds are combined with water and channeled through a long pipe, eventually reaching the stone mill, a vital tool that shapes the mustard's superior quality. This age-old method relies on slow, cold grinding, where two heavy rotating stones gently break down the seeds without producing excess heat, preserving the myrosinase enzyme that gives mustard its signature sharpness. As the grinding concludes, the mixture transforms into a smooth, pale yellow paste, still speckled with fragments of seeds and husks that enhance its authentic texture and robust character. Next comes the mixing stage, the golden key to defining the final flavor of the mustard. The freshly ground mustard mixture is blended with water, wine, vinegar, and various spices, with ratios adjusted according to each producer's unique recipe. Some types of mustard even include turmeric to enhance their rich golden color, making them more visually appealing and appetizing. Once mixed, the mustard blend undergoes a fermentation process to stabilize its flavor and texture. After fermentation, the mixture goes through a filtration and refinement process. It is passed through high-pressure filters or ultrafine mesh screens to remove unwanted residues. Some premium mustard varieties also go through a settling process to achieve a smoother consistency. Modern factories often use centrifugal filtration, which quickly separates the solids without compromising the mustard's signature flavor. Once the mustard reaches the perfect consistency, it is transferred to an automated packaging line. Precision pumps dispense the exact amount into bottles or jars, ensuring consistency across every batch. The containers are then sealed and labeled immediately, preserving freshness and protecting the product from air and bacteria. Finally, the bottled mustard undergoes rigorous quality control checks, where it is tested for texture, color, flavor, and pH balance. Only the products that meet strict standards are packed into boxes and shipped to supermarkets, restaurants, and kitchens worldwide, ready to become a staple condiment in countless meals. More than just a condiment, mustard is a bold, tangy symbol of American flavor. Whether drizzled over a sizzling hot dog or slathered on a juicy burger, its sharp bite is woven into the fabric of classic American eats. The love affair with mustard took off in 1904 when French's yellow mustard made its grand debut at the St. Louis World's Fair. Its bright, zesty kick captivated taste buds and secured its spot as America's favorite, now dominating half the U.S. mustard market. But mustard isn't just for food. It has its own National Mustard Day. Every August, Wisconsin transforms into a mustard lover's paradise, where thousands gather to taste, compete, and celebrate this golden, flavor-packed icon. From wild mustard-infused recipes to daring eating contests, it's a festival that proves one thing: mustard isn't just a topping, it's a tradition. And my dear friends, let's continue this magical journey, full of surprises and excitement, as we explore how American farmers produce millions of liters of goat and camel milk, unveiling a fascinating world waiting to be discovered.